As we do this today, the first goal for you should have is to write down, don't bring the pain home. Number 2, reprogram your brain into millionaire status. Number 3, you have to understand to be a CFO. Anybody can give a title. Okay, we got to give you knowledge with that. And that's the goal. I want you to master my blueprint for you. I want you to understand what you can actually do and accomplish. So if we got to look at one thing in the beginning, we have to look at the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. I don't think you paid attention. I think that's your problem. You don't understand how the world really works. You've been sheep following along. Dissect. Understand something today. The 14th Amendment of the Constitution turned a corporation into a legal person 153 years ago, even though we're we the people. My thought of the week for you is very simple. Father, love me today, love me tomorrow like you loved me yesterday, because today I'm a sinner. See, that made sense to me. You see, I'm going to make mistakes today. But again, I want God to love me yesterday like he did yesterday and tomorrow. But the reality is simple. Today, I'm going to have to basically ask God to forgive me, because I make mistakes all the time. But again, all right, we have to do our best, but God does the rest. Amen to that too. Biggest problem people have trying to reach their goal is they're afraid. They hold themselves back. And on top of that, they don't think they can accomplish the goal. They've been too busy following like sheep and not learning for themselves, counting on other people. Draw the diagram again and again. Here's the thing. Some of you have a corporation today before you met me. Goody. All right, you paid thousands of dollars for a piece of paper that was actually free. You killed money. You didn't learn diddly squat. Sorry, it's just true. A corporation should never do business. Never. It should manage the divisions or entities. See, that's how you stop bringing the pain home. When you jacked up your personal credit and got stuck, you brought the pain home, couldn't get any more. You couldn't write out diddly squat. Why would anybody do that to themselves and their family? The only answer is lack of knowledge. It's the stupidity of man or woman. We're not stupid, but it's about time you put your ducks in a row. Sheep, you've allowed people, there's some friends and family, to rip you off. You might have an attorney or CPA that you paid for a corporation thousands of dollars. I want you to start learning for yourself. I want you to understand something. You can basically learn for yourself starting today. I'll hold your hand every step of the way. I'm the incorporator for rich and famous people. Homeless people, people coming out of prison too. I have no excuses, and as of today, neither will you. See, what you did usually, you sit around the kitchen table, friends and family, we're going to start a business. Everybody gets excited until they look at you, we're going to get the money. Problem. Everybody jacks up their personal credit, hawks the house, screws it up, brings the pain home. That is called stupidity. Okay? There's no reason to ever do that. Let me give you the solution. It's very simple today. We're going to repackage you. So write down today's date, project 90 working days. I need you to get this in your head with 90 working days, how we're going to go get the goal. The mansions, the yachts, the Lamborghinis, $100 million building too. Why not? See, the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I sold that at the Bonaventure for 32 years for $5,000 a set. Real estate, how I got millions and millions in real estate too. Becoming the bank. I wrote that out of Nevada as the largest registered agent in the world at the time. I sold 10 times more Nevada Corps than anybody on the planet to this day. So you can get all 18 books and CDs today for $1,000. If you invest $1,000 in anything I have to say or do, I'll give you the books and CDs for free. Simple. So you start in a business like falling off the cliff blindfold. You know if they're going to catch you, they're going to push you down. If you're going to start a business, hold your breath. Never be comfortable. We have a problem today. Time. 9 days left? 5 working days? Are you kidding me? See, 2022 is very important to understand, because when 2023 comes around, that's basically on its second year. My journey, not so easy. I got born in a taxi. All right, she didn't want me on the way to Gardena Hospital. So your journey today can begin with me if you want to. Every day I'm up at 2:25 in the morning on my knees thanking Jesus for another day. Then I got to go put myself in check. See, I didn't get a family as a kid. I got used and abused, and that sucks. I didn't get a real mommy and a daddy like you, so I put myself in check. Have I completed everything I need to? Is there more to be done? Simple. I think you allow people to cloud your direction. I think you spend thousands on crap that doesn't work. When do you get stuck with me? I'm online 6 days a week. July 4, 2009, I got 3 yachts in my backyard, making millions and billions of dollars, having fun, helping people like you. What do I get to do? My wife wants to take people on the yachts. One of the yachts wants the fireworks. Okay. Next day, there I am, dead. Okay, H1N1. The tax attorney tricked my wife to sign a POA. From there, the nurse asked if I was a donor. I was lucky. I got a choice to come back or stay in peace. I said go back that day. See, my bottom line for you is to get rid of all the excuses. I moved 24 times when I was 11 and a half years old. I got to go to school in Hawthorne, Torrance, Watts, all these good areas. But I don't run from a fight. I'd rather die. I've been shot twice and knifed 6 times too. I got no excuses. So today, neither do you. So let's understand how to play. All right, I got a book coming out next year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Thru. See, being a Christian is a way of life, not a moment in time. The ultimate goal. So getting past go, let's show you some goodies. Some real goodies. Lamborghini collection, Duffys, and mansions. I like mansions. From there, you know, I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet in 1981. I just wanted to prove white men do jump and stupid people say I don't. You got choices today. We got yachts in the backyard, helicopters, U-Docks, and yachts, and Ferraris? Why not? Talk about a rags to riches true story. Amazing. But again, Ray's rules. I want you to use my blueprint. I want you to focus on see it, believe it, go get it. Now write down section 611. They say you can rebuild your credit yourself. Let's see what you can do. Credit repair is a fraud. I didn't say it. Federal Trade Commission says it every day. So let's understand something today. All the creditors from Walt Disney to KBC, they have F ratings on the BBB. See, they said they're not going to pay their blackmail money. Do you know the Better Business Bureau is a fraud, right? I sued them in 79 and they got indicted in 2013. Some cities said, get that blank out of my city. The Better Business Bureau, BBB, has been a fraud since day one. You want an A rating? It's $625. You get to pay for it. You see, that's wrong. 2020, and CNN will tell you that every day. So let's look at the BBB, what they say about collection till on creditrepair.com. 4 government agencies chasing them. 755 complaints. I'm just going to tell you credit repair's not to collect money up front, and be careful. From there, you got LifeLock. Mark started the company. He had to step down because he was a crook at the time too. But you know what? LifeLock's been indicted 6 times. The last indictment's $100 million. I'm surprised they're still on TV. Be careful, please. So when we look at the Federal Trade Commission that says credit repair is a fraud, what can I do? Well, when you write silly letters to the credit bureaus, or the credit repair companies do, all right, you might get them to write off 1 or 2 items if you're lucky, but they usually get more aggressive, and they basically come after you, and your score goes down even more. So do yourself a favor. Remember, credit repair doesn't have a magic wand. Mine's broken. All right, credit repair does not remove your debt. If you have a debt, man up and woman up, negotiate. The only way to get to a 750 is true. Negotiate an open item, that's a collection. All right, get your 25-20% rule on your credit card's revolving charge, and do a rapid rescore. There's your 750 and more. Then you become a certified CFO, and you go get some corporate credit. So you can write off the interest rate and the credit card. So in my program, we're going to do what I've been teaching for 44 years. You got to be part of it. You got to listen and learn. So today, giving you the first 25 steps. And again, I don't use clip art. Those are just a couple things I obtain. So get your credit reports for free, annualcreditreport.com, raisecredit.com. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. Step 1. From there, what I want to do is analyze you. All right? The only way anybody could help you rebuild your credit is to look at a Aspirin, Chandra, and Equifax and rebuild you and tell you what you need to do in your part. All right? Usually an average case is 90 working days. Get out your Social Security card. You got to go back to the basics in the beginning. The application for Social Security card you didn't pay attention to. because you got an SSN, it creates a 1040 tax return, and that's all it's for. From there, if you read the card I asked you to get out of your personal wallet now, it'll say usually, do not laminate, don't carry with you, all right, and it'll always say basically don't use for ID purposes. And it belongs to Social Administration, not you, government agency. By the way, that's the IRS. So if we look at the card front and back, understand you got an SSN for the 1040 tax return. And when you got your first paycheck a long time ago, your first check, you thought you were ripped off. You didn't realize until someone pointed it out to you. The IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. That's what makes us a bunch of sheep and a bunch of ducks. So what you didn't do is look at the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. See, you got to quit falling like sheep and ducks. You have the choice to learn the rules and the tools how to play. That's where you get your SS4. So let's understand today. We can take the SSN and SS4. We can file one tax return and almost pay no tax at all. IRS.gov, go to it today and download a form called 1244. See, your problem is you didn't learn the rules and tools, and you're living life, and you're basically doing it half blankety blank. If you're going to live life, know the rules and tools how to play. When you play a game, don't you know the rules? Did someone teach you? But again, we get one SSN. 9 out of 10 people screw that up every day. An SS4. We only get one for the corporation, but if they sue the corp, they sue you. Doesn't that still bring the pain home? I developed divisions, all right, the process and how to do them under a corporation. See, in California, we have a franchise tax fee for every corporation. I didn't want to pay for my division, so I created divisions, so I pay one franchise tax fee, all right, and the rest are free. Divisions are line of defense. Your problem is you didn't give yourself a second chance. You jacked it up and brought the pain home. Why would you do that to yourself and your family? SSN, all right, that's a sheep. No more sheep. SS4, eagle, flying eagle. I have to rebuild you now because you use the SSN. So you become a CFO for the corporation and divisions. At the same time, I'd like to do a division of you. Heck, I'd like you to have 5 of those. See, you have a chance to try and not bring the pain home. Choose wisely from now on, please. But again, it's up to you. Put all your ducks in a row. See, we got to remember that SSN form. The application for Social Security card you didn't pay attention to. You didn't dissect it. Line 1 says name to be shown on card. Full name of other at birth, other than above, name used. But see, the SSN equals 1040 tax return. In the left-hand corner it says SS5. So let's compare the SS4. Is that okay? Because SS5 is still IRS. Here you go, SS4. What do we look at? Line 1. Legal name of entity or individual person. So that's a corporate division subsidiary or your name on line 1. I like to have you have 5 of those. Wouldn't you like 5 lives, or at least 9? Have a backup for a backup? I don't know why you brought the pain home. Because you didn't even dissect this form too. You see, it's the only form on the planet Earth that allows reason to apply step 9, banking and credit purposes. One of these for every entity. Debt follows tax ID, and so is credit too. You got choices today, and why I want you to have a corporation is to buffer tax. I mean, come on. You get a paycheck, it's tax, you get the leftover, then you're supposed to pay your bills. Okay. Corporation receives money, doesn't pay any tax till after they pay all their bills. You're wondering how the system was designed for the 1%ers, right? But again, it's up to you. Corporate cash credit. We get to write it all off. We don't need to jack this up ever again. But again, a corporation can get a car, fleet price, and register to a division. Hotels, free buffet. I like that. From there, the line of defense, a division. One screws up, go get another one. They're cheap. Multiple functions, buy at wholesale price. All right, multiple credit reports. Real estate, every property I've ever had is a division. I know what I owe the bank, but what about the person that slips and falls wants to sue me and take everything I got? Divisions separate liability. I like that. So the divisions give you the line of defense. Statement of guarantee, I'll give it to you every day. As long as you do exactly what I tell you to do. Okay? That way, because you have to be part of the program. That's the only thing that makes the guarantee work. Your choice is simple. Violation, jacking up cards and applying during the program? No. If you do, you call 800-510-3338. You ask for the floor manager. His name is Santos. We have to figure if we got to charge you a fee or replace the wrapper rescore. You screwed up because I paid for the first one for you. I'm not paying for number 2. I might even have to close your case. Again, it's a choice. This side is going to change because of debt. Again, past can't chase future. You got an IRS problem? Simple. IRS.gov. You download a form called 656-433A and B. You have a choice today. Step number 3. Let's focus today. Because when silly people or credit repair companies write stupid letters to the credit bureaus, all it does is piss off your creditors. And then they get more aggressive, and then your score goes down. So you can't lie and say, not mine, not late kind of crap. Sorry, this is true. So the goal is a 750. So remember, credit repair does not remove your debt. It's where you got to man up or woman up, you owe a debt. That's how it works. It's telling you the truth. Rapid Rescore, Rapid Refresh, I invented 38 years ago when I was working with Ken Yarbrough and Harold Stokes. No problem. What a Rapid Rescore does is tends to block bad stuff, push your scores up to create some green lights. There's the goal. From here, it's an example. She's filthy rich. She's the granddaughter of the person that gave her Fashion Island practically. But she kept saying, why do I have a 651 for 4 years, Ray? But you're only using half your cards. Why? My attorney, my banker, my CPA told me to. I said, quit listening to Dumb and Dumber. You see, the goal is very simple. Now you got green lights. See, you got to understand there's a science and mathematics in all the programs how credit works in the first place. Bankruptcy. They were tricked by a bankruptcy attorney. They never needed one. They're also told they couldn't get credit for 10 years. I got him credit right away. Laid on his car payment. Got a big mess. Here's $3,000. Let's see if we can help you fix that up. Again, Rapid Rescore and Rapid Refresh. It's very simple. All right, it's $4.99 for 90 days. I usually pay for the first one for you. From there, don't screw it up. A year's worth of Rapid Refresh is $2,000. Today, a Rapid Refresh is good. And if you need another one to enhance yours or expedite it, but you can't do that price if you're in a violation situation. It's $199. The years of Rapid is $699. Very simple to do during the broadcast only. Again, our goal should be a 750 for everybody. Learning to play the game, but you have to be part of the program. So remember, please, there's only 3 things you need to do to get to a 750 score. Open collection account, negotiate. Get to 20% rule and revolving cards. Had a Rapid Refresh. Now you're at a 750. Now we can make you the CFO so we can get some corporate credit and write it all off too. The ultimate goal, 750 score. Not hard to do as long as you do your part too. So what do? I basically add you to my credit system, rebuild you. I give you the free Rapid Rescore in the beginning. You go to class on a Saturday. From there, you're guaranteed a 750 as long as you follow through what I tell you to do. Normally, it's $1,000. But I always want to give you $500 back on your money. Ultimate goal is very simple. What happens is I discount it through the broadcast to $4.99. If you're in the credit repair programs, you're paying $100 a month for a couple years, about $3,000, and at the end of the day, you still have bad credit. Sorry to say it's true. So here's a way you can reimburse yourself. So from there, there's Zelle. Take a picture. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@rayscredit.com, and the message you put what you Zelle for. If you need any help today, you call 800-510-3338. The offer is good during this broadcast only. You talk to a specialist. That's all you got to do. From there, you assign one to help you with the paperwork, guide you, and put you back to the classes with me. I'm online 6 days a week for you. Any referral you do today, 5 of them sign up, we're going to build you up to $10,000 of credit. Now, I need you to make a phone call. You're on the national mailing list. You did it to yourself as a voter, all right, literally, corporation, all right, you have a cable bill. That's how you get your junk mail and robocalls. Call 888-567-8688, opt out for 5 years or a lifetime. Let's see if we can slow it down for you. Next thing is we have to plan the problem. 44 years, most clients say they have a friend and family member that ripped them off or they got knocked down. They spent thousands and they didn't learn how to play. Look today. How old are you? Look at your past, the roller coaster of life, faith, and persistence. Now from here we look forward, because what I need you to do is plan the problem. Then I need you to take every card in your purse or wallet and put a sticky on it. I need you to write down the limit, maintain 25% always, and never go past 29%. There's your line of defense. What I drew out and what I taught Yarbrough to do years ago, from tier W to Experian, 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. That discipline will help you. If I get you a $10,000 card, please tell me it's worth $2,900. Because if you use $1 more than that, your score drops. You have to have the discipline and the rules and tools how to play. So today I need you to pay attention to balance your debt. Got it? There's a science behind the madness, there always has been. Now I want you to understand all cards use the 29% rule, but two. Only 2 cards out of all the cards out there, and there's only 10 good ones anyway, they have paid over time, alright, and unlimited up to $1 million. There you go. Use these to balance this over here so you quit screwing it up. If you ever have to jack up a card, ask them to increase the limit before you jack it up. Use some common sense this time. Never bring the pain home. What happens when you lose your job, have an emergency, everyone does the same silly thing. Alright, they run out of time, they run out of money, and they can't wait to go jack this up. I don't understand stupidity, I'm sorry. Jacking up personal credit is the stupidest thing somebody could ever do. You never should have done it, and what most people do is their income is their lifestyle, and they look at their credit as money. It's not money, it's safety. Again, what you should have never done is brought the pain home. Today, if you needed $5,000 now, you ask your friends, your family, the bank, they usually say no. But if we look at the average person wasting $50 every other day, and I got a safety credit card for $5,000 in my hand, that means I could have safety credit for what the average person wastes in a given day. They say the average person wastes $140 a week. $600 a month? But again, if I took $50,000 off the corporate card, the payment is $612.26. I could have got 2 pizza restaurants during a drive-through with a pandemic, using some common sense. Reach your goal, reach your dream, believe in yourself. Me, I'm going to believe in God, I'm going to believe in me. When I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet, I just wanted to prove white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. You got choices today, and we have to go back and understand what Nixon did when he took the gold standard out. Please write down Ray's rules. Write down 100,000. Couple cards. Let's only use 29%. That'll give us $71,000 of safety credit in case blank hits the fan, lost a job, or pandemic. When you jack this up and you got stuck, you can't write a dilly squat. Why would anybody do that? That's stupidity. And people aren't stupid. They just need to learn how to play. The lack of knowledge is why they bring the pain home every day. If we use corporate credit, we write off the interest rate of the credit card. If we screw up, we get rid of a division. We never bring the corporation pain to our families. If we win, we absorb the taxation. Your banks, grocery stores, and cities do this in your face. Isn't it time you learn how to play? And get your cake and eat it too? Ray's rules, step number 7 today. Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home again. Got it? Your goal is simple. There I am, dead in a coma. Well, that sucks. The reality is the devil's trying to hold you back and knock you down. Well, God's delays aren't God's denials. All we got to do is have faith and persistence, and we'll get through it. NACB certified me. Signed by the ex-security chief at Tier W as the #1 consultant worldwide. So today, your personal life break even, please. Anything above that, corporation. All right? But that means you have to balance your debt and pay attention. What a concept. From there, a corporation's a legal person. You only have 10 great credit cards on the planet. Why do we get 10 for every division? So that way we get over $1 million. Is that okay? I want you to master on something today. It's not legal or accounting advice. It shows in my blueprint showing how to play the game and win. Now, look at this. 2 years. A corporation, all right, or division, filed now, means in January it's on its 2nd year. Banks give you, right here, there's the rules right from the account, okay? They'll give you up to $150,000, all right, no tax return, okay, per entity, as long as I rebuild you and you have the entities in place this year. Again, 100,000, you multiply through divisions. I invented 113 ways to daisy chain credit. Now, if you need a fallout line of credit, you get a discount today of 60%. All right, very simple. If you want one of the two I have left, 30,000 for $9.99, 70,000 for $16.99, let me know. We add it to your package. Simple. Again, offers during the webinar. Now. See, next year is the year you got to focus on. Today, we might have a holiday weekend, but we got work to do. We got to get ready. All right, so next year's $5 million. But again, maybe think about franchise. They stayed open during the pandemic. We look at basically real estate, leveraging money, profit sharing. I just like to get you ready for next year if you allow me to, but it's up to you. The ultimate goal. A corporation right in front of you is a legal person. Chapter 18. I was lucky when I was used and abused as a kid. I paid attention at the poker game, sitting in the corner writing my notes. I went to the library at 7.5 years old looking for a blueprint. Couldn't find one. So I went back for 2 years. I started Helping Hand Industries. Got 100,000 credit in the mail. They were giving it to everybody. But the reality is I got named in the movie Dave too. So we got choices today. We have a SSN, credit purposes, no. It's for the 1040 tax return. You were never supposed to use it for credit purposes. Congratulations. You broke the rules. SS4, yes. Per corporation, they sue that. They sue you. How do I make sure I have my line of defense and protect my family too? Divisions. Divisions were set up in 85 and 86, a line of defense for you. That way you don't bring the pain home, you give yourself a second chance. But again, it's always up to you as you structure this today. So I want you to master the blueprint I want to teach you. I want you to understand you have the ability, literally, to not bring the pain home. Now, I didn't do this for you. I did this for me, but then I found myself helping people like you too. So again, from here, my dashboards allow me to use tax ID to set up cash reports. So that means every corporation, every division, I can set up cash credit for you if you want me to. You get to write at the interest rate in the credit card. That means, like I did for my cat as a stunt years ago, I bill credit to him. I remember the big poster at the Bonaventure every week. All right, Sam Reynolds, the cat with $1 million of credit. It was funny. I proved my point. Inc. magazine came up and asked me, what are you going to do? I said, use plastic to finance your business. Write it all off. What do you think's in the article? You got choices today. Cats have 9 lives. I want you to have 9 lives too. Again, line of defense. See, we live in a basically roller coaster life, faith and persistence. I want you to have a division of you. I'd like you to have 5 of those. That's what saved me coming out of a coma. But again, if I get a tax ID for your corporate, your division, that means if you allow me to do it for you, I'll set up the cash reports. I'll build you cash credit as a bonus. Then I'll line you up for the checkbook money. Is that okay? There's the goal. 7 reasons why you want me to do it for you. Line of defense, they're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, all right, multiple credit reports, real estate, and separate liability. So for every tax ID you allow me to do for you, I build the Asperian, the TransUnion, and the Equifax tax ID. I even came up with a chart. I want to call it chart for dummies, but the reality is that was already taken about dummies for books. So we use the KISS method. You see, math never lies. If you say your goal is $1 million of credit, you're going to need 9 divisions. You say your goal is $5 million, you're going to need 44. There's your line of defense. That's how you achieve your goal. Ultimate goal is like I get you a gold card. This is unlimited up to $1 million. Paid over time limit too. I get you 1. My next question, would you like a pack of 10? Would you like $1 million or 10 million? You see, every entity is entitled to a credit report in the line of defense. That could be a piece of property. That could be a franchise. You drive through McDonald's, it says operated owned by, right? Again, it's a choice. The ultimate goal is up to you. So as we do this, it's like when I'm setting up Faizuli's Colombian coffee locations. They're all divisions. One might not work. There's the goal. We have a choice how to play the game and win. that says right here 2 years. Corporate divisions need to be set up now so I get my 2 years. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase, U.S. Bank. I want to make sure I get a line of credit per entity that I set up today. Today, you can take one credit card, take $50,000 off the card, turn it to $5,000 a month. You can create your own cash flow and design it that way too. But again, that replaces or enhances income. From there, when I set up my first matrix, it's in Bucket of Money book that I wrote for you, 121 divisions. I was creating 190,000 plus a month. See, you can basically also become the bank. I wrote that book too. Your choice is simple, because I like mansions. I built my first one at 16 and a half. What did you get? From there, I like the goodies. I like this one, I like that 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 one. I keep going on. You see, I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. I wanted out of hell. I wanted to master the rules and tools, and I had to create them for me. And the bottom line is, now you can use my rules and tools for you, if you want to play. Every yacht race boat's a division. I don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue me. Corporations and Lamborghinis. I like Lamborghinis, don't you notice? Alright, basically I like it in the division. You see, even the Harley Davidson. Alright, Mercedes. Alright, Cadillac, Escalade. Jaguars too. Helicopters, Lamborghinis, and buildings. Why not? All these goodies. But that's only a little handful of goodies I can show you today, because we don't have all day. That's what it would take. The RayReynoldsUniversity.com. I like goodies, don't you? So I want you to understand, if you set up a corporation doing business and does business, that's called stupidity. Because if they sue you. If your corporation is a management company managing divisions, then you have to master the 3-step. See, something's going to go wrong. It always does. Which division is going to have a problem? We have to master the 3-step. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. If I can't save it, I might have to bankrupt it. But then I'm going to get another one and go based on what? And not bring the pain home. You bring the pain home because you didn't plan the problem and you've been following like sheep and you didn't give yourself a backup for a backup. I gave you the solutions. Let me rebuild you. Each division, I prepared for you. I had tax ID, 2,000 of history, and set up the cash reports. Each division is usually $500, $1,500 for 3. Today, last and final chance, you get one division for $299, 3 divisions $599, 9 divisions $999. That way you don't have to spend $4,500 during the broadcast. It's like $100 a piece. It's simple. Last chance for discounts and filing is today. From there, if you already got 9 divisions from your current customer, I'd like you to have 18. It's never going to hurt you to have more than you need. It only hurts you when you don't have enough. So if you already have the first 9, if you want 9 more today, use Zelle, $499. They're $50 a piece for you. That way you got 18 totally. Ultimate goal, you Zelle. You put in the message of Zelle, what you Zelle for. Simple. I like simple. Alright, today you can even call 800-510-3338. You have a specialist standing by to talk to you too. Ultimate goal, 5 working days left and it's over. Oh, that scares me. I want the 2 years. I want my line of credit $150 per entity. I want you to have $1 million of cash credit cards. Up to $5 million in checkbook money. That should be your goal for next year, by the way. So if we do this correctly, my schedule is very simple. I'm online 6 days a week. I don't have excuses. And the reality is, next year is my final year. 2023 will be my last year. I do 6 days a week. It'll be number 45. Going on a business trip. Alright? Oh, going over to Ireland as well for the castle too. We got to go on a business trip and write it all off. Why not? See what you can do today if you want to. I have a 3-day setting the tone coming up. 27, 28, 29. But you have to sign up today to register for it. Level 1, 2, 3 and specialty classes are for you. $50,000 of bonus cash credit built for you. It's about $14,000 of bonuses. We're going to go through the 18 books and CDs for 3 days. Okay? And I'm not going to charge you $10,000. It's discounted to $49.99 today. If all you want from me is basically the 3 days with no bonuses, It's usually $1,000 a day. But the holiday, I was asked a question, so I said yes. So today, if you Zelle $9.99, you get setting the tone for 3 days. No bonuses, no credit. That's all you get. But it's online. So the Ray Reynolds Millionaire member, this is a 6-month program for 25 people. It's not for everybody because it's ongoing, hands-on, weekly. You're stuck with me. I'm interviewing you. Then I'm inventorying you. Then I'm going to make sure we know what the goal is going to be, up to $5 million. Again, I'm calling this the boot camp for 6 months. Ultimate goal cutoff is today. So for basically 6 months, every other week, we're having a Zoom with the whole group. Your goal is to have all the divisions set up so we multiply credit for every division up to $5 million. That's what your goal should be. But again, your first Zoom is January 9th. So we're going to call you weekly. From there, all right, level 1, 2, 3 in specialty classes. They start January 2nd. That's why your cutoff is today. Again, goal should be $5 million. I'm going to build you up to $100,000 of credit. Then I'm going to hold your hand to show you how to daisy chain it every step of the way. Now it's a $10,000 package given today. $5,000 down, 5 payments of $1,000. Paid in full, you get a 10% discount. Ultimate goal. But again, cutoff is today. You're going to get also setting the tone those 3 days for free online. That's what we got to do. Now, for the client that does not need the credit because I'm already building it, or the bonus or the classes that already have that, you can get into this. I have 2 fallouts from yesterday, $1,000 down and $1,000 a month for 5 months. So for $6,000, you're stuck with me. The ultimate goal. There's your Zelle, bank transfer deposit. From there, I got specialty classes too. 8 of them in rotation. Today, stock kit, membership kit is at 3 o'clock today. I usually charge $9.99 for 90 days of specialty classes. Today, you can get that one class by itself for $299 if you Zelle. Ultimate goal. Remember, we got specialists standing by. 800-510-3338. I want you to focus. Banks require 2 years ownership. That means this year and next year as I rebuild you. I don't want you to blow that. Every entity is entitled up to $150,000. When it comes to being a certified CFO to get cash credit, because that's what runs the business is cash credit. From there, every entity should have $100,000, and then you should have checkbook money. When you jack up the personal credit and get stuck, can't rod dilly squat and you drop the pain and bring the pain home, that's called silly, called dumb. If we take the corporate credit, we get to write off the interest in the credit card. That means flat out, if we win, we absorb the taxation. Usually, if we lose, it should be a division, so we get rid of the piece and we'll get another one. Simple. That would be the goal, because bills never go away when you retire. Your choice is simple. Learning how to have your cake and eat it too. Ray's rules. Become a certified CFO. Never bring the pain home. Today, put out one hand and say SSN. All right, I'm a sheep and I'm a duck, because that's what the truth is. The other hand says SS4. You don't pay tax till you make a profit. IRS rules, public record. So then all we have to do is go to irs.gov and download a form called 1244. We can file a tax return under an S corp for SSN and SS4 together and pay almost no tax at all. There you go. Kind of like when you see money. I tell you to do the corporation anything above break even. If I gave you a check for $1 million, what would you do? Put it in your personal bank account? No, because you only get to keep $375. I would have told you to put in the corporation and a division of you. That would be the goal. But again, that's step number 8 for you. As we play today, remember, Richard didn't listen. He won $1 million. He could have leveraged that to $20 million. But he spent it all. He kind of pissed it away, went to prison for 3.5 years, 10 years probation, violated that, and had to go back. So the United States of America Incorporated, they set up 50 corporations called states. States set up corporations called cities. So they do the line of defense in your face, and they create a Chapter 9 bankruptcy in the Federal Protection Act, and you keep bringing the pain home? See, this is why I don't want you to be a sheep anymore. Learn to play. The ability step number 9 today. Look at bankruptcy. Google it. The next time blank hits the fan, because it will, is it SSN in your family and you, or is it corporation, division, subsidiary under the tax ID? Build your line of defense. But again, my dashboards say yes or no. From there, I add you to my credit system. I get to rebuild you and do a rapid refresh. A rapid refresh by itself is $500. I pay for the first one for every client. A year's is $2,000. So if you didn't violate and you want another one, it's $199 today. A year is $699. If you want it today during the broadcast, again, that's your choice. Remember, rebuild you, $499. You're part of the program. We get your card for $500 back to you. That way you can reimburse yourself to that card and build it up and away. From here, if you want me to build credit to you and your corporation, you got to go to class. That's the ultimate goal. So because if you have a corporation today before you met me, I'm sorry, you paid thousands of dollars for a piece of paper. You didn't diddly squat. You see, a corporation, they're all free in all 50 states. And California is giving away even the filing fee till June of next year. You don't have to be a sheep. You can learn for yourself. Starter package, credit rebuilding, rapid score, articles, also tax ID, setup in level 1. Literally, I'm going to give you $5,000 of credit. During the broadcast, I discount it to half price to $9.99. We'll give you 5 times your money back to credit. What excuse you got now? You'll have none. From there, a millionaire in the making, $24.99, because I discount from the $5,000 on the broadcast with you right now. But again, that has to be Zell. That's 10 times your money back to you through corporate and business and personal credit. There's your Zell. In the message, always put what you use Zell for. From there, you can call the specialist at 800-510-3338. Run your doubt, beat your doubt, run your race. I'd just like to rebuild you if you allow me to. As we play. Getting past go, show you some goodies. God's gift, mansions in the harbor. Race boats, I say the Ray Reynolds University.com, and yachts. Helicopters, Lamborghini, and buildings too. Now today, I'd like you to go to DNV. Alright, whatever state you're in, initials.gov. I'd like you to change your driver's license to a P.O. box or mail-in address, whatever your state allows you to do. Next, when you buy a car, do it my way, please. The last time you bought a car, they sweated you for 5 hours. You lost $5,000, you get 9 inquiries. When you give them the piece of paper, write down allows 1 inquiry. Basically, take a picture with your cell phone. Set the tone, please. You allow them to use and abuse. That has to stop today. Ultimate goal. A car is fleet price, tax ID division. Doesn't show up on personal reports. It's a corporate write-off. It's a corporate car, and you become a certified CFO. Registered owner, they get in a bumpty bump. They sue you. Take everything you got. If the registered owner is a division of a corporation, when they sue, they get diddly squat. Why not? Planning the problem and stop bringing the pain home. That would be the goal. So every property, I'm saying, put it in a division. You don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue you. Your paycheck should be offset by your house payment. Amazon didn't pay any tax on the first $10 billion to trillion. Why would they? See, they're doing what they're allowed to do. There's no loophole. They're doing what exactly allowed to be done. He bought Twitter on a line of credit in 24 hours. He's got a spaceship. So do the other 2 guys have spaceships too. So understand today, it's very simple. Alright, you could actually join the club if you want to and win the battle. But it's up to you because you need the knowledge and rules and tools. Step 15. Let's look at Walt Disney here. How they deduct taxes. You see, they got $1 billion. They borrow against it, spend $1 billion, pay no tax at all. They leverage it off their own money on an IOU on one of their companies. I love that, leveraging money into more money. Alright, that's how they deduct taxes too. Specialists is waiting for you. Now hold your hand, run your life through a corporation, or in conjunction. Ultimate goal. From here today, pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. What does that mean? You get a paycheck today. It's taxable income, is it not? You get the leftover, then you pay the car payment, the gas, registration, insurance. My way, you should say no and drive a company car like I do. You can write it all off too. Today, I'd like you to get an SS4 form. I'd like you to look at line 10. It says banking and credit purposes. IRS public record, number 18. You can find out I'm telling you the truth. You don't have to be a duck anymore. IRS.gov, download an SS4 form. Let's see if we can teach you how to play. You see, Nixon took the gold standard out. Mommy has to sign the SSN form for the baby. Baby goes in the stroller, the car seat. Baby's not going to work. Bottom line is rules and tools. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Oh, you have a house that's not in a trust? Sorry, that's kind of stupid. When you die, it's stuck in your probate. Your family got diddly squat. And right now, if they sue you, they take it away. When you fix up a property, you probably hire a contractor. That basically hires a subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot. But if they slip, fall, and cut corners and they hurt you and sue you, they're going to take everything you got. My way, they're going to get diddly squat. Why not? So I'd like you to look up an irrevocable trust today, but do what you want. You're a grown-up. All right? That's basically step 19. 6 more to go. We have the ability to repackage ourselves. Ray, I don't want to pay tax. I hear that every day. I tell people to knock off the crap. Knock off the garbage. You cannot play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. Okay? Simple. If you did, go to irs.gov. Download a form called 656 433A and B. Get yourself back in the system, step number 20. From there, I'd like you to learn to be an OPM. Everything at wholesale price up to 70%. No bills due for 30 to 60 to 90 days. Let's use this for real estate too. Close escrow, got $200,000 left over. What are you going to do? Most people act like they're rich and piss it away and they're broke the next day. Raise rules. Leveraging money. Borrow money is not taxable. And you manage and you set up the line of defense. Step 21 called blackjack. We got choices today. The Ray Reynolds University, One Technology Drive. Irvine Spectrum, 2008 up to $1 million a day. 2009 I got to die, come back homeless. Well, that sucks. Lucky I know how to have my closet divisions and my backups and division of me. I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. See, I don't stay down, and from now on neither do you. You master my blueprint and you see it, you believe it, and you just go get it. I will always tell you what to do because I don't want you to make mistakes. 1,000 steps to millionaire and to be a certified CFO. Goal is simple. Checkbook money is a must. That's what we need to do. Step 22. Corporations, a legal what? Person may sue or be sued. What do we get to do? Credit for every corp and every division. Line of defense. I want you to have a division of you. I'd like to have 2 or 3 of those. But again, I just want to build the credit reports for you, get you some cash credit, teach you don't have to jack this up and bring the pain home in the first place. Your choice is simple. Aspirin, Equifax, TransUnion. You have the ability to repackage your life if you want to. Line of defense. So again, I like goodies. Every goodie is always a division. More divisions, more divisions, and more divisions, and more divisions. You like goodies yet? Isn't that fun? You see, your choice is very simple today. You got to separate the liability. When they told me as a kid, don't put all your eggs in one basket, I had to create solutions for the dummies where they had to say it. Simple. I like divisions, don't you? So we can play, get Lamborghinis, Harley Davidsons, and yachts and mansions too. But it's up to you. Just a couple of goodies I obtained. But again, divisions make sense. Because someone's going to slip, fall, and sue you, and they're going to take everything you got. But if you master the 3-step that I invented for you, all right, disconnect, isolate, incorporate, you can separate pieces. You don't have to bring the pain home in the first place. But it's up to you. All right, so focus, please, ladies and gentlemen. Quit jacking up your personal credit in the first place. You never needed to do that. All right, tax ID sets up credit reports and credit, and debt follows them too. I charge $500 a piece usually. 3 for $1,500. Do all the paperwork. Add 2,000 of history, tax ID, and credit reports for you. Today, last and final chance. 1 division of use $2.99. 3 divisions are $5.99. 9 divisions are $9.99. Ultimate goal. That's what you should do, so it's filed right away, and I need it today as early as possible. From there, if you already got 9 divisions from me, I want you to think of a line of credit for every entity. Today, if you already did the first 9, I'll give you 9 more for $4.99. That way you have 18 chances to try. Put it in your Zelle, and the message what you Zelle for too. Remember, we only have 5 days left. This means we need to do the paperwork today. I want the 2 years. So my schedule is pretty simple. I'm online 6 days a week with no excuses. All right, 2023 is my final year of 6 days a week. 45 years it'll be that year. I want to go on my business trips, the Ireland, the castle, go on the yachts too. Why not? But again, between now and next year, let's repackage every one of you. Setting the Tone is a 3-day event online. We're going to go through the 18 books and CDs. We're going to give people level 1, 2, 3 in specialty classes and up to $50,000 of bonus cash credit. Normally about a $10,000 package. Today, the whole thing with all that is discounted to $49.99. Ultimate goal cutoff is today. Our ultimate goal is if you want every day with no bonuses and credit or anything else, $1,000 a day usually. Today, one chance, and it's only offered today. It will not be offered tomorrow. Anyway, you can sell over $9.99 for the Setting the Tone 3 days. If we receive it during the broadcast, you're in. If not, you don't get to do it. It's simple. Ray Reynolds Millionaire member. What are we going to do? 6-month boot camp. Only for 25 people. Ultimate goal. I'm going to interview you. I'm going to blueprint you in your goals. We're going to inventory you as well. We're going to set up how we're going to get you to your goal up to $5 million. 25 people. 6 months are stuck with me. Cutoff is today. We're going to Zoom every 2 weeks with the whole group and have your goal up to $5 million. Learn the daisy chain credit as well. First Zoom is January 9th, 2023. That's why your cutoff is today. I'm going to call you weekly. From there, my personal touch, level 1, 2, 3 in specialty classes. January 2nd, your first class starts. You got to sign up now. I'm going to build you 100,000 of credit. I'd like you to leverage that and daisy chain it to every division to create up to $5 million. It's a $10,000 program, $5,000 down, 5 payments of $1,000. 10% discount if you paid in full. Simple. What happens today, you can call a specialist too. From there, what happens is we're going to put you in Setting the Tone. From there, now this is for if you don't want credit or bonuses. Because some people, well, I've got classes, right? I've got my bonus credit. No problem. If you want to be one of the two that fell out yesterday, it's very simple. It's $1,000 down and $1,000 a month for 5 months. That is what you need to do. And that first $1,000, you have to Zelle it. The other ones, as I build you credit, you can pay out of that credit as we build credit for you. Kind of pays for itself and no excuses. But again, all right, no bonuses and no credit to that. It's just basically setting the tone. From there, it's a Zelle, and you put in the Zelle what you Zelle for in the message, and that's it. Today, what are you willing to lose? Family, no. Corporation, they sue you. Divisions, to me, if we play chess today, we lose divisions, we lose pieces. Your banks and grocery stores did this in front of you. So do your cities. I believe you need checkmate so you don't bring the pain home ever again. Ultimate goal. So 5 references I will build you up to, all right, 10,000. That's references and referrals at purchase. Again, reaching the dream, think to be the impossible, raise rules, all right, making millionaires to corporations, divisions, and training people to be the certified CFO. Ultimate goal. Don't forget, all right, we have 2 years we want for the lines of credit. That means B of A, Chase, Wells Fargo, U.S. Bank. I want to make sure you have all your divisions and your corporations set up now. If not, you won't get the line of credit up to 150. If you want a fallout, you get 60% discount today. Okay, very simple. You want the $30,000 one or the 70, you pay the balance and we add it to your package. $9.99 for $30,000, $70,000, $16.99 if it is Zelle during the broadcast only. As we play, let me add you to my credit system so that way I get to analyze you, teach you how to get the American dream. That's the ultimate goal. Today, never have joint credit. Buy a house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. Corporations, a piece of paper, never pay for one. They're free. You pay a little filing fee. Divisions, real estate, franchise, all right, current business, line of defense, Ray's rules, building corporate credit. All right, bonus credit. So I give it so you can finance your business, write it all off, and take away your excuses. Nobody on this planet does what I do, and not on the line 6 days a week live. Step 24. Ultimate goal. So understand today 750. Well, I'm going to rebuild you. You have to be part of that. Going to wrap or rescore, pay your first one. If you want to wrap it by itself, it's discounted today $199. All right, but it's not for those who violated. From there, it's $699 for the year. Again, if you want to wrap or refresh. From there, $499, $500 card back to you. From there, sorry, you paid someone to do a corporation, attorney and CPA, they didn't teach you diddly squat. You spent thousands, you killed money. You see, I learned out they were free when I was 9.5. California's even waiving the filing fee right now until June of next year. You don't have to be a sheep, you can learn for yourself. Starter package, credit rebuilding, rapid score. Articles also says tax ID. And I'm going to do it for $999 a giveaway and put you in my classes on Set 'em Level 1 twice a week at 10 a.m. and give you $5,000 back? What am I, crazy? Well, that's what the news guy asked me the other day. So the goal is very simple during the broadcast. The million in the making, you basically get for $2,499 and you get $25,000 of bonus cash credit back to you. 10 times your investment? You better Zelle now. Put something in the message you Zelle for. Remember, you have specialists standing by too. 800-510-3338. Again, you all should be corporate millionaires. If banks and grocery stores play this game in front of you, why don't you play to win? Number 1, stop bringing the pain home. Become a certified CFO and reprogram your brain into millionaire status. Start looking behind the curtain. Let's understand something today. All right, we do our best. We stay safe and strong. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Ultimate goal. So today, step 25, because I've got a level 1, 2, 3 specialty class education all through the day. You can call 800-510-3338. You have specialists standing by for you too. I hope to see you in all the classes today. Remember, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.